All right, let's do this. So, I haven't seen you for a long time, a very long time. And shit, that hurt. It still hurts. But I wanted to talk about something. First of all, I want you to look at my computer. This was supposed to change. This is what so many tabs, so many fucking tabs. This is not called focus. This is the exact opposite of focus. And if we look here, we'll see the same thing, right? Over here, and over here too, and over here, 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 and even over here, right? So many fucking tabs. Gotta fix that. But this is not why I made this video. And I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this because this is not the important part of the video. This is not what I wanted to say. But it's important to show, like, I promise to be more focused. This is not more focused. We'll continue once I get. Oh, a lot has happened. It's been a long time. So, what do I have to say? First of all, it is now day 1086 in my entrepreneur journey, day 86 in Imperium Acquisition, and day 35 in EasyGrow. I have a bunch of things to say and to tell you about. First of all, I'm very tight on money. Like I said, I had 3 months. We're reaching month 3. We're very close. And I just got notice that the previous course that I joined, my time there is right about to finish up, right? And all of the money that I spent is basically lost. And it's crazy to me because if I actually have done the work, I know that course would have worked. My problem was I stopped and I moved to another course. Now, I'm not saying one is worse than the other. I believe what I am inside now is much, much better, right? I truly believe that. But to see the opportunity just hurts. But then, I sat down and I'm like, what are you crying about? Like, yes, okay, so you're in EasyGrow for 35 days. Have you worked hard? 100%, yeah, I worked hard. Did you truly give it your all? I don't know if my all, but I I spent so much time, right? There were days that I spent 14 hours. There was days that I spent 18 hours. So how the fuck are you not successful? First of all, it's 35 days, right? It is unrealistic. Now, it is possible, but the reason I am where I am right now is because I haven't done the actual work. It is crazy to say this, and I'm making this recording for myself in the future and for anyone who will be watching this. And before I continue, I must turn off the light because I don't see shit. All right, now that's better. So I'm making this recording, and I know I haven't been active for quite a while, but I'm making this recording right now to tell you that yes, I spent time. Yes, I worked hard. But did I do the actual work? And the answer is no. So, how could I even think of being a little bit concerned? How can I even think of, oh no, this doesn't work? No, fuck it, you didn't do anything. I mean, And from one point, it is disappointed that the same pattern repeated, right? The pattern of, the pattern. I don't need to come back on it. I used to say when I started this, right, over here, just on YouTube, that my reason for being unsuccessful in life, it is the five things that are stopping me, right? The overthinking, indecision, perfectionism, being slow, and fear. I didn't say fear, but fear. And above all else, the addiction that creates the isolation of my life, right? What we establish many times over here, right? 3 days moving really, really, and then all the way down. But the truth is, yes, those are very significant. But something else. Let's see if we can see it over here. So, need for clarity, that's a big one. Meta work, it's a big one. Escaping, yes, but depends when. But yeah, but something else, not executing enough. So, what happens? Why am I making this video? Because before I joined, I don't know if you remember or you saw, I actually made this video yesterday, and I'm gonna pull that video from yesterday and put it here because I don't feel the same as I felt in that video. Obviously, I knew that I wouldn't feel. I knew it wouldn't last. Okay, that's what's so beautiful about actually tracking your journey. You see patterns, and you look back and you see exactly why you didn't win. So here's the video. Now that you saw the video, you can see I am not the same person, right? That person was with so much conviction, and it's barely a day ahead, right? It's a day ahead. And you gotta ask yourself, how could you, what happens? So, exactly what I said in this video, in that video. Imagine this as, I give that example over there, right? But why am I making this video? I'm making this video, one, for accountability, because I didn't win because I didn't take the actions. Sure, there were roadblocks, right? There was the calling roadblock. I tried 9 or 11 companies, and none of them they wanted to work with me, which was crazy, right? I had problems. I've I had problems, right? Need for clarity, stuff like that, but that's an excuse. But when you look at it objectively, could I fix it faster? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could have, but maybe some part of me didn't want it fixed. Now, I know this is sounds crazy, but I don't believe myself that I wanted to fix it fast because it's been 30 days and only now it is fixed. And of course, yeah, I did start and got blocked in the middle again after finding the 12 company. But once I got blocked, I lost like a week and a half until I got it back, which all really took was 2 days of actually trying to get it back, even just one day of actually trying to get it back. And it's so crazy to me. all of this time people say it's simple, but it's not easy. And I gotta say, I completely ignore that. I'm like, it's not simple and it's not easy. But it really is simple if you actually do the work. So the question for me is, am I actually going to do the work? Sure, I can spend time. Sure, I can work harder than most. But fuck spending time. I don't give a shit if I'm working 18 hours or 10 hours or 9 hours. Did I do the work? That's the question. So again, to summarize all of this, 1,086 days in my entrepreneur journey. And I think only now I see it so clearly. I mean, it sucks that it just happened right now, but I see it. Same for Imperium Acquisition. I could have won already, even when I was there, but I didn't do the actual work. I spent time, didn't do the work. And I gotta say, I am pretty stressed because I know I don't have much time left. I don't know how much time I have left. And also, there's the point of you see the date. Everything is moving so fucking fast. There's so many distractions. So many fucking distractions. There's a new AI tool this. There's a new AI tool for that. There's another strategy. There's this. There's this. There's that. I need to actually lock in. Yeah, I said it. And focus only on what's important right now, which is actually doing the fucking work without the clarity that I need to do the work. And I know once I start, I am like a train, right? I am moving slow, but once I start, I pick up the pace really fast. But the fucking difficult thing is to actually start getting in motion. And yesterday was a perfect example. I'm making this video right now for you because you're going to need this. Listen, right now I'm in DM Sorcery. It is now February 26th. And I want to stop learning. I just wanted to do it. I just want to start. And I want to warn you that happened before. When we initially started EasyGrow, and it was about 40 days ago, something like that, we had the same feeling, right? It's like the best way to explain it. The best way to explain it is actually like we're stretching something, right? We want to go. Let us go. We want to fly. Last time, what happened was we had the same feeling, right? We're going like this. And I said, no, let me go. Let me just do it. And then suddenly, it's like a dog barking. And you know, it is crazy. It's barking like crazy. And then you let it go. And it goes silence. This is what happened to you. You said, no, let me go. And then, all right, go. And you fell. Like, suddenly it was too painful to do it. So I'm saying this right now. You will not have the same conviction as I have, right? You will not have the same fire as I have. We are two different people right now. But you made this message for yourself in the future to remember that. So once you see it, I need you to remember. That's the point. Remember. Right? I was pumped. You saw this video. You saw the video. It was yesterday. And then suddenly it's like resistance. That's resistance. It's pretty wild to me, but it's actually real. Now, of course, I'm going to do the work regardless of it. Right now, what I need to do is to set up my emails are still warming up. There's about 8 more days until I can start working with them. Cold calling, finally, I can go back to it. The priority right now is cold DMs and cold calling. Cold DMs, I've learned about it yesterday. I gotta say, I gave myself an excuse and now I'm only acknowledging it. While I was at work, I said, I cannot really do this because I don't have my full focus. But then I got home and I lost time to doing some stupid shit. Like, I mean, yeah, AI is very important, but right now we need to focus on actually having something. It doesn't help to be the most up to date on AI if you're not actually moving forward. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lock YouTube, and I wanted to do it for a long time, for months, but I didn't actually do it. So I think I'm gonna lock YouTube for a long time, and only log here when I'm doing actually the work. I want to start posting here twice a day, but currently I know I'm not gonna do that. So don't even expect that. I need to get into motion and to get into a habit form of knowing exactly this is the goal, right? This is the floor. I will not fall from it. So I'm going to hit this number every single day, regardless of the hours. So the hours don't matter anymore. What matters is, did I do the fucking work? And honestly, I don't know why I'm lacking so much energy today because it's pretty wild. Because I was so pumped yesterday. And suddenly, I don't know, really, I don't know. But I will do the work regardless. The goal for today is to finish everything that's setting up cold DMs and to start actually doing the work. I don't know if it will happen today. Honestly, it should have happened today. It maybe will. I'm not sure. Probably not. But I need to get my systems going. But that's also a problem. I always try to create systems before actually doing it. It's pretty wild. I'm saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna put this how many hours. Sure, I put the hours, but did I do the actual work? And the answer is no. Really, the answer is no. And that's why I am 35 days in and I still haven't won. When I see people way younger than me win in less time than me, and I'm like, how can they do it and I can't? And I'm like, motherfucker, you didn't do shit yet. You spent time. Sure, you spent time. You worked hard. Sure, you worked hard. But did you do the actual painful fucking work? And the answer is no. And I know this video is long, so most people won't see it. Something that came into my mind, and it always in that my entire journey was, is it actually possible? And not only is it actually possible because I know it's possible, but is it possible for me because I'm special, right? Everyone thinks they're special. But before you say something so stupid Ask yourself, did you actually do the work? And I know for myself, I didn't. I spent time, I worked hard, I sacrificed so much. But did I actually do the work? And I cannot stare at the camera and said yes. I cannot stare at the camera and say yes. I can stare at the camera and say there were days that I worked 17 hours. There were days that I worked 20 hours nonstop. But I cannot say that I've worked and did the actual painful shit that actually matters. So honestly, I don't know why I'm like this today. I really didn't want to make this video, so I'm making this video. And also, it took way too much time. I'll probably cut it right here. So I'm gonna say this because no one will be watching this to this point. Listen, I always felt special, right? And I don't know because, normal circumstances. In my school, in my class, we were 8 people. So you can consider us special. But I do see them living a life. So special or not, I think that's an excuse. I don't think there's something that's limiting me. Maybe that was the easy way to be in that special class. Time is running out, and if I don't do the actual work, I will regret it forever. And I will stare at this camera and say it, so do the actual work. 35 days in. 30 fucking 5 days in. You're almost out of cash. You're really almost out of cash. You just lost an amazing opportunity because you let distraction move you away. I'm begging you, do not fail yourself. You broke the watch. Sure, you broke the watch. You caused pain. You caused a lot of pain. Sure. But did you change? You spent more time, sure. But did you do the actual work? And the answer no, and you have to live with that. So I'm begging you, do the actual work. Let's start getting the reps in. Let's start getting motion. And I promise you, once you get in motion, you will start moving so incredibly fast. But we have to start. All of this time, it takes me back. That's why it's so crazy. It takes me back to my entrepreneur journey where I was in drop shipping. I'm looking, you worked 19 hours a day. Amazing job. What have you fucking accomplished? What have you fucking accomplished? Sure, you spent time. Sure, you worked 19 hours nonstop. You barely ate. That's not really something good, but you barely slept. That's not something good, but it happens, right? Discipline. Yeah. No. Did you actually do the work? And the answer is fucking no. I really don't know what happens the last 35 days. And I hate that feeling. I mean, I have a rough idea because I documented it all, right? We saw over here, I actually said it. Yeah, over here. And over here, I suffered the consequences. But 10 days later, did something actually change? Not yet. I really need to start moving. Because I'm really running out of time. And I know it is possible. I know it is possible once I actually do this and actually do the work. I can do this in a few months. And I'll prove that it's possible in a few months. I'm sure it is, with the volume that I'm willing to put. But I need to actually do this and not speak about it, not talk about it, not get my dopamine high thinking about it. I need to actually do it. So I'm not going to speak about it anymore. I will update only once I start doing the work. And we'll see how much time. Let's see. It is now February 27th, 2026. When will I start doing the work? When will I start actually starting this journey? And I will make it as day one. We will have accounting of my entrepreneur journey, Imperium Acquisition, EasyGrow, and EasyGrow day one of taking action. So we'll see. I, you already know I'm disappointed, right? The feeling that makes you most disappointed, so I just must say it, it's disappointing everyone else, right? It's the mentors. It's failing your word. Like you're saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then falling so far behind what you said you're gonna do. And the program, the coaches, the other program that I was in, the coaches tried reaching out to me, try to help me, but I'm inside this program now, so I don't want to conflict it, and I'm going to be in this inside this program. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm staying here until I win. I cannot keep bouncing. So what happens? Like you'll know, I am very extreme, very extreme. What happened? Why am I mentioning this? In my dropshipping journey, I didn't look left or right for 3 years, 2 years, 2 years, 2 years. I didn't look left or right. I was all in on it, nothing else. But then, maybe 3 years. But then, once I said, "Oh shit, I really need to move from this because of the reasons that I explained," I don't need to explain them again. But deep core misalignment with my values, and speed, time is running out, and AI, gold rush. I valued speed so much that I made a crucial mistake. Alex Armosi always says, right? He shows the right glass of water and he pours it right into five, six, seven separate skills or whatever. I don't really remember. I saw it a long time ago. Then he shows if you pour all of it into one, you overflow the cup and then you have some for the others, right? So I did that for dropshipping for a very long time. But then when I moved, I wanted to move fast. And I made the mistake of honestly, every single course that I was in since I moved to the AI could have worked. I'm saying this 100% could have worked if I actually did it work. I was in one, two, three, four of them, and I bounced so fast. So, and you saw, I believe I showed you the cycle was I move very fast, hit a plateau, stop, shit, boom, falling down. And then switching, right? I switched. Okay, so this another course. I'm gonna be faster. Boom, fell down. Hit red top, hit a plateau, fell down. Didn't actually do the work. Another one, same thing. Didn't actually do the work. Another one. I must say I didn't give them a chance. Especially the last one. The last one really, if I actually have done what they set me up to do, I would have won. But I needed clarity. I needed clarity so bad. And I started the Imperium Acquisition, which, fair enough, gave me so much value, gave me so much better understanding of myself and why the fuck I'm not successful, right? It actually gives me all the answers. Really, I never saw anything like that. But as you can see, it's what, 86 days ago. 86. And I'm smiling, but it's shit. It's painful inside to see 86 and knowing I didn't move anywhere. Especially because I know how fast it is possible. If I actually have done the work. 86. In EasyGrow, fair enough. It's not much, right? It's 35 days, and I would never in my life expect that you can do something in 35 days. But since joining and since seeing what's possible with the AI, if you actually do the work, I know it's possible. I know for sure it's possible because I've seen it so many times in the group, right? In the valuable community called EasyGrow. Really, it's inspiring. And also put its perspective like, if you're not actually doing something, don't expect to get something, right? Don't spend time. Work. Actually do the work. So I'm going to stop talking right now and actually do the work. So, fun. Bye.